Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, DFW is known for big events. We're going to have a preview of a huge event coming up here in just a few weeks. It's called Food in Fashion. That's next.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
Well, I remember when I took my job at Fox 4 in the early 90s, I got off the plane and the news director says there's only 2 things you need to know about Dallas-Fort Worth, food and fashion. And if you can combine the 2 of them, you really got a winner of an event. So joining me now are 2 of the driving forces behind Food in Fashion, Jessica Gohring and D'Andra Simmons. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. So let's start with you, Jessica. This event has been going on now for close to a decade.
Yeah, it started in Dallas. It's actually even popped up in some other cities that have tried to copy us, but we are still going strong, and it's just a fun event. It's a great night. It benefits 2 great causes, the Greater Dallas Texas Restaurant Association and the Texas Restaurant Foundation.
Absolutely. And D'Andra, you're no stranger to the viewers here in Dallas-Fort Worth. You're a household name. And I know you're the co-MC this year with Tiffany Moon. That's an honor, isn't it?
It is. I've been involved with this. In fact, Jessica and you and I were talking before for at least 3 years as a judge and MC twice. And this will be my 3rd time to be involved. My husband and I have done it before too. We always had fun, but I love seeing the inspiration that people glean from this event, because you have all these young people wanting to have culinary careers, and they're usually involved, and you see their creations on the runway. You see the restaurants in Dallas, they're getting behind them. The restaurant industry is tough. I went to culinary school, you know that. Yeah. So it's a really great way to support them. And I know from being in culinary school, as we spoke about, that if you're there, most of the kids can't afford to pay for their tuition. So this is a way to give back to them.
Wow. Much more from these ladies in a second. We're going to show a previous show. This is 2 years ago. Let's go ahead and roll that video.
I can't believe the vibe in here. Like, it's palpable. Like, there's energy coming from every pocket. I cannot wait to see this fashion show, because this part already has blown me away. Corey's here.
Hey, how's it going?
I want to know how you're feeling right now.
Thrilled. The culmination of everything has just finally come together, and we have like over 350 people that'll be here tonight, about 20 different tables full of food, lots of drinks, and just ready to see some fashion and food twined together on this stage. So,
why is this event so important to you?
It raises money for our foundation, and the foundation is funneling future workforce programs and initiatives through 11th and 12th grade students in high schools all across the state of Texas.
We're so glad to be here, and we've gotten to speak to a lot of the students, and they love being a part of those programs.
Well, we love having them. It's really fun to see their eyes light up, and they're competing for the Benny Keith Culinary Cup tonight, and you can see it's right over there. So one person will take that trophy home, and bragging rights, but at the end of the day, this is their escape, and if we can make that for them, we'd love to do it.
We represent Bill R. Johnson, and that's in Crilley. And today we're coming to show off our presentation right here, and we hope y'all enjoy it.
Culinary programs are becoming more prevalent in high schools. The quality of work that you are seeing these students produce every year gets a little better, a little better. As we do things like this and compete with each other, we've got to up our game every year.
What a great event. And there's just, I can tell from the video, there's a lot of just goodwill in the room, isn't there? Jessica, talk about the outfits, because you were telling me before the show, 35% of the outfit has something to do with food?
Yes. So 35% of their outfit has to be something from the restaurant. So it's food, it's menus, it's paper wrappers, we've seen tablecloths, we've seen oyster shells, we've seen rib bones. I mean, the imagination runs wild when you see some of these outfits and you're like, what did they make that of? It's like, oh, rice noodles. And you're like, wow, it's super exciting to look at. And it's just a great event.
We're going to scroll down your Instagram page because it's filled with just amazing images.
Yes.
And D'Andra, I have to imagine that for restaurants, they must be clamoring to get behind this. I mean, there's so much good being done, and it's great advertising for the restaurant.
They love being involved. It's also one of those things where restaurants are so busy that this is probably something they do kind of last minute and throwing it together and having to work really long hours. And whether you're putting on cupcakes or paper cups or silver spoons or, I've seen salami. We had salami and prosciutto, I think, last year. I mean, all kinds of things. And it stays on. But think about the creativity and the ingenuity that has to go into not only the food part, but the fashion part. The only thing I haven't seen, I think, and I was thinking about molecular cuisine with smoke coming out. Oh. Maybe somebody will do that somewhere. You never know.
You heard it here first.
Just so you know.
So let's talk about, again, where the money goes, because, D'Andra, before the show, you were making the point that for some young people, they might not be able to get into culinary school. They might not be able to afford it.
Well, I want to say that when I was in culinary school and I went to the Dallas College system, it used to be at El Centro, and now it's over there in close to Webb Chapel and LBJ. So all the I would say kids, but they're not kids because some are my age. Most people were on some sort of financial assistance. So I know that this is very important for the organizations and the kids that are thinking about culinary careers to be able to get those scholarships and that money. Yes. Because I saw it firsthand. I think I was the only one that paid my tuition, outright. So
and really just imagine, I want you to echo that, the lives that you're impacting. This is kind of could change the trajectory of their lives.
I mean, I honestly think at this event, they're getting to see so many different aspects of the restaurant industry. They're getting exposure to different restaurants. And we really are kind of cultivating that next generation of chefs and restaurant staff and all of that. So, I mean, and Dallas is such a foodie city that we kind of thrive on that. It is a huge industry in our metroplex. So we're just cultivating those next generation restaurateurs.
I bet there's some great networking there for the students as well. I mean, they could probably land a job that night.
They could easily land a job. I think they could walk around to about every second person and be like, "Are you hiring?" And they'd probably say, "Yes, come on." Come on down.
And I know it's not too late to get tickets, so we're going to put up on the screen a graphic. And this is Tuesday the 18th, which is coming up quick.
Yeah.
Tell us about how they get tickets. Do you still need table sponsors?
There are tickets still available. It is selling out very quickly. You can go to any of the Greater Dallas Texas Restaurant Association social media outlets, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, and the links are all there to do that. Or you can go to Eventbrite and just search food and fashion, and you can purchase tickets that way as well.
And are there restaurants still lining up, or is everybody secured?
It's secured. We have 11 restaurants and 11 fashion designers ready to go. And those restaurants will be serving small bites throughout the evening as well. And then we have 12 Pro Start schools. So you got to see that earlier on the video. So we'll have 12 schools there showcasing their talents as well. So it's just a really great event. And then the schools will be competing for the Benny Keith Culinary Cup, and that's a big bragging right. And then they get a little stipend that goes with that as well. So
nice. We only have a couple of minutes left, so let's have a call to action. D'Andra, do you want to start? What do people need to do?
I would encourage people to go online and purchase tickets. I know that we are very close to being sold out. This is an amazing event. It supports a great cause. You're going to have some good food and, of course, just incredibly inspirational fashion. Altogether, my two favorite things. You do not want to miss this event. So I hope to see you there with my friend Tiffany Moon that night.
Outstanding. Okay, Jessica, we'll give you the final word.
Hey, It's a great night. It's a great event. You won't regret showing up. And Tiffany and D'Andra are going to do an excellent job, and they're very entertaining. So it's going to be a fun night to watch.
Absolutely. Well, we'll end with the Instagram page, but they can get tickets throughout all of your platforms.
Yeah, all of the social media platforms.
And we're going to put that up on the screen. It's Instagram Food in Fash. Amazing. Ladies, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
That's it for now. We'll see you next time.